Since 2014, the revolutionary force in retro entertainment. Hey guys, welcome back to ASMR Retro. And today I'm doing part 12 of my DVD collection series. And since I recently did the last two episodes, I believe, were The Simpsons and Family Guy, I figured why not do my SouthPark DVD collection. Now I can't seem to find all of my collection for SouthPark. I'm missing a couple, but what you see is probably most of it anyways. Most of what I have. I don't have every season because there's like 5 billion seasons apparently now. But anyway, yeah, SouthPark, one of the classic animated shows. Definitely controversial. Ranks up there with Family Guy in terms of controversy. Sometimes they take it too far, but you know, it is what it is. But anyways, let's just take a look at what I have here. So here, as you can see, is South Park Season 1, the complete first season. And there you got the gang, there you got Cartman, you got Kyle, you got Kenny, and you got Stan. There they are, very basic cover, but I like how it's like raised, like, I don't know what you call that, but you can feel the shapes or whatever. That's pretty cool. Let's take a look at the back here. Keep in mind that I haven't watched most of these episodes in years, so just thought I'd put that out there. But so the complete first season, all 13 classic season 1 episodes are available in this exclusive 3-disc collector's edition. Join Stan, Kyle, Cartman, and Kenny as these 4 animated dykes take on the supernatural, the extraordinary, and the insane. For them, it's all part of growing up in South Park. I remember seeing this when it first came out on TV back in the day, and that was pretty shocking for back then. Even though, you know, there was no swearing per se, maybe a few words they let go by, but anything else was bleeped. But still, it was pretty shocking to see this, and it was cool because I know there's something refreshing about the quote-unquote crappy animation that just made it feel more raw in a positive way, I guess, in a good way. But yeah, I remember the one, you know, that it was pretty crude animation and everything like that, and the voices changed significantly since back then. I mean, listen to Cartman in the first season compared to how he talks now, you can't even recognize him, but it was pretty funny stuff. I guess the one I remember the most was I think it was the first episode, the one with the alien probe and Cartman had that big thing in his butt or whatever. It's hard to remember specific episodes and what episodes were in the first season or the second or whatever, but now it's, you know, I don't know, I don't think it aged that well. Like, the show became so much better that it's kind of hard to go back to the first season and watch those episodes. But, you know, it is what it is. Okay, South Park Season 2. You got the gang there once again. And, oh, you got Cartman. This is when he did that'll respect my authority thing. He's like, I guess, kind of pretending to be a cop or whatever on his tricycle, or what do you call that thing? Big wheel. That's it, big wheel. I remember that. That was pretty funny. Respect my authority. Oh yeah, here's where we had the, I don't know what they called it, but like the Bizarro universe, where it was the opposite of their universe, where everyone was bad. Well, everyone was supposed to be bad, but Cartman's character from that universe, and they all had goatees, but Cartman's character was good, but he was bad in the good universe kind of thing, so that's hard to explain, but, and then they did that part where they're like, the good Cartman and the bad Cartman were on screen at once, and you can see that, the line, the quote-unquote mirror line or whatever, was just a cheap effect. They did back in the day, but anyways, they did it on purpose, obviously. But let's see what it is. All 18 classic episodes from South Park's legendary second season are available in this exclusive 3-disc collector's edition. This season, we find out the identity of Cartman's father. Oh, I remember that one. That was the final episode, I think, right? And there's a cliffhanger or maybe it was the last season, and it was revealed. Yeah, the first episode of this one revealed who the father was, maybe. I think. Something like that. That'll come back to me, but that was so repetitive that I was like, who is Cartman's father? Is it blah blah blah? Is it blah blah blah? And they did that joke a little bit too much. Learn about conjoined twin mice Lexia and thaw out prehistoric Iceman. That one was pretty funny too. Join Stan, Kyle, Cartman, and Kenny as they take on the supernatural, the extraordinary, and the insane. For them, it's all part of growing up in South Park. Yeah, the prehistoric Iceman was a guy trapped in ice for like 3 years or whatever, but they're treating him as if he was, a caveman from like 1 billion years ago or whatever. It's quite a funny episode, from what I remember. Okay, now we're gonna skip a few seasons here, because like I said, I can't find them, but, what can you do? This is South Park Season 5, and you can see the gang has expanded. You have the usuals like Kenny, Cartman, Kyle, Stan, but then you have Timmy and Jimmy. I'm not sure if they're introduced in this season or what, but I'm guessing they were because they're on the cover. But I guess I missed the introduction of Butters. I think it happened in a previous season. Butters, I would say, is my favorite character on the show by far. But we'll get to him. Let's look at the back here. Okay, here we go. 14 classic episodes of South Park's 5th season are now available for the first time in this exclusive 3-disc collector's edition. This season brings such memorable events as Timmy and Jimmy's fight. I'm not gonna say that word. The introduction of Tally. I never really got the whole Tally thing. There's some funny moments with Tally, but I just never really got that character. But anyway, join Stan, Kyle, Cartman, and the about to be permanently departed Kenny. Wow, we know that's not true. They killed him off finally, but he does come back. Maybe the next season, I don't know, I can't remember. As they take on the supernatural, the extraordinary, and the insane. For them, it's all a part of growing up in South Park. Yeah, they seem to repeat those last 2 sentences for the first 5 or 6 or 7 seasons, I don't know. Then it changes up, it seems. But yeah, the show continued to get better, continued to introduce new characters. Okay, and then next comes South Park Season 6, the complete 6th season. There we go, now that's what I'm talking about. Butters. You got the lightning bolt. And he looks evil, so that can only mean one thing. Professor Chaos is afoot. The complete 6th season. I actually don't remember which episode this is from, these head thingies. It does not ring a bell, but oh yeah, then there's Tweak. He was introduced, I don't know, maybe it's 2nd season, 3rd season, I can't remember. But I never really liked this character. I didn't really get his character all that much. I mean, I got it, but I just didn't find him that funny. It was too gimmicky, I think. And yeah, a lot of the characters are gimmicky, but that's why I like Butters, because he has a little bit more depth to him. But anyway, relive all 17 episodes of South Park's 6th season in this 3-disc collector's edition. In this season, Professor Chaos is back. I love Professor Chaos. I guess he was introduced in the last season or whatever, but it's pretty funny. Remember when he was like, he wanted to destroy the world, so his plan was to flood the earth, and so he just turned on his hose. He's just waiting, and then it takes like forever just to make like a puddle or whatever. Great character. Stan meets his future self. That one was funny too, I think. If I remember, his parents paid an actor or something to pretend to be Stan from the future, and Stan his future self was warning him not to do drugs or whatever, or else he's gonna turn up, his life's gonna end up bad. But then Stan realizes, what's going on. So then he's like, well, if he's really my future self, I'm gonna cut my hand off, and then his hand will be, his hand will disappear or whatever. So he pretends to cut his hand off and freaks his parents out, of course. And then I think the actor's like, oh crap, so he grabs a knife and cuts his own hand off. And like, wow, he's really committed to that role, I guess. But that was pretty funny. Cartman makes a memorable appearance on daytime television. Bebe's newfound womanhood threatens to destroy society, and America's favorite gerbil, Lemmy Winks, is introduced. For them, it's all part of growing up in SouthPark. And then another episode, I don't know which season it's on, the Simpsons Did It episode. Was pretty funny. I think that was a Professor Chaos themed episode where he kept coming up with ideas to destroy the Earth or whatever. One of them being, he was gonna create a big sundial to block out the sun or whatever. Not a sundial, something to block the sun. And his sidekick there, I can't remember his name. He's like, Simpsons did it, and he kept saying, he kept coming up with schemes and kept saying Simpsons did it, Simpsons did it. And then he started seeing everyone like Simpsons characters. That was a great episode. I remember that one. Another classic. Okay. And then I stopped kind of collecting seasons for a while, or almost permanently. But anyways, but I had to get season 10 because it has one of the best episodes, the World of Warcraft episode, which you can see is featured here on the cover. And they're looking all World of Warcrafty. But anyways, you can see they have some acne here. They have pimple, 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 pimple. Yeah, it's a great episode. If you haven't seen it, you definitely need to check that episode out. I don't even play World of Warcraft, but that was definitely a funny episode. And now they're like, oh, we have to level up to beat this guy who's killing everybody online. So they have that plan where it's like, we're gonna stay in this forest and kill, I don't know, keep killing these boars or whatever they were to get like, even though they provided a minimal XP, if they just do it day and night, eventually they'll level up and be strong or whatever. And then they had that montage and they played what was it? Live to Win or something like that. I think it's Paul Stanley's song or something like that. Anyways, great episode. And they actually had the developers of World of Warcraft assist with the animation, the in-game animation, the computer graphics. It's quite cool. Let's see. All 14 monumental episodes from South Park's 10th season are now available in this exclusive 3-disc collector set. Join the boys as they witness the death of their beloved chef. Oh yeah, I don't like how they handled that. Chef left the show and they killed off his character. I think they went too far with that one. It was not necessary. You still could have had Chef in the background of episodes and he wouldn't say anything, or if they had to reuse some old audio clips of him talking or whatever. But the way they killed him off was kind of ridiculous. But anyway, band together to defeat a virtual villain who is out to destroy the world of Warcraft and wrestle with the disturbing consequences of seeing the prophet of the Muslim people. Definitely a controversial episode. Yeah, that was the whole Family Guy feud there. Well, anyways, I'll maybe talk about that another day, but and that's all I have for the regular seasons. But then I have this awesome thing, a little box of Butters. Keep out to please. There you see a picture of Butters. This is just like a box set of butter-based episodes, I guess, for lack of a better word. And there's actually a lot of cool stuff in here. Maybe I'll do an entirely separate episode, or a separate video, just based on this box, because it's actually quite cool. Just little things, the little tidbits you get in there. This belongs to Butters only. Let's look at the back. friends, Kenny. Oh, best friend. That's funny. Best friends. That's awesome. He scratched out. That was when Cartman pretended to be a robot, but it's just like a crappy cardboard box robot or whatever. That's pretty funny. Pretty funny episode, if I recall correctly. Yeah, I wanted to open these up and talk about like individual episodes and stuff like that, but there's a lot of stuff that I'm like, wait, I can't even show those words on YouTube, maybe. But so maybe I'll do a Patreon exclusive on maybe this box of butters. That might be a good idea, but we'll see how it goes. Anyways, a little bit of a shorter video, I guess. I don't have that many South Park DVDs. I know I'm missing at least 2 or 3. But anyway, with all that said, I hope you enjoyed the episode. I hope you found it relaxing, and I'll see you guys next time.